Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge, and welcome back to Project Hospital, where we now have hospitalisation up and running over here in our emergency department, which is all very good news indeed. However, I will admit that it's not quite as exciting as I thought it might be, because right now we don't have access to ambulances. I don't think we've unlocked them quite yet, so we don't have that kind of frantic urgent dash to the trauma centre to save people's lives. It's all a little bit routine over here right now. People get sent in from the doctor's rooms over here, I think, but they're not kind of, really important life-saving kind of operations that take place down here if they're sent from the doctor's rooms. They're more kind of, dealing with, ingrowing toenails or something. So, while we're doing very important stuff down here, and it is doing something, it's not getting the kind of dramatic TV drama action that I was kind of expecting. But you know what? That will come in time, I suppose. And we're helping people out, and that's kind of what matters, given we're a hospital and all that kind of stuff. So what we need to do right now, I think, before we do anything else, is get some money. Because right now we only have $8,800, and that's not very much at all. So let's get time ticking on, shall we? Let's go straight on till morning. Oh, Flying Puffball has leveled up. You're now a specialist. Oh my goodness me, you're absolutely top of the tree. You are a 5-star doctor. Okay, that is wonderful. Where are you? Are you in? Are you actually here? Yes, you are. Oh, you've been doing an operation. Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey. There's quite a lot of blood around this person. Are they okay? Are you okay, person being operated on? Hang on. Can we find out who it is? Yes, we can. It's Christopher Baker. Okay, Christopher Baker is being treated for what? Acute osteomyelitis. A bacterial infection of the bone. I think we saw this before, didn't we? It can develop into chronic osteomyelitis, which is very difficult to treat and also very difficult to say. Okay, right, so there is a lot of blood there, but I think he's okay. I think he's fine. Let's watch and make sure that everything's okay. They're washing their hands. So does that mean they're done? I think that might mean that they're finished. Okay, so the doctors are done, I think. And then is that the... Yeah, that's the anaesthetist, I think. So they're now done. And then it's just left to the nurse, is it, to go and deal with all of that? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, you're a specialist nurse. So you're performing the surgery as well. I think you're doing the kind of the tidy up from it. Yeah, there you go, look. There you go. Can we get somebody to clean up the blood? That's a little bit grim, isn't it? Don't walk it around the hospital, please. That's not good. But there we go. Another operation performed. I mean, it's a late one. It's appearing late in the day, but that's quite good. Hang on. Where is Flying Puffball? Has Flying Puffball gone home? Hang on. Will you appear down here? Yeah, there you go. Flying Puffball. You're going home. Okay, I don't think you got given anything exciting down here that we need to sort of decide upon. I think we chose orthopedic surgery last time for you, didn't we? So, okay, there's not a new skill that we need to choose. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Right, okay, straight on till morning. I think by the look of it... Oh no, hang on. I think we've got 4 people in. There's quite a lot of people in the orthopedic ward overnight. There's 2 people in the high dependency and 2 people in the regular ward. Oh, that's quite exciting. Okay, so, yeah, we need to get through to about, 7 o'clock in the morning, I think it is. And then we pay the wages of the night shift people. And then we'll see what money we have left. Although, is anything happening over here? I don't think we have anybody over, do we, overnight in the new hospitalisation bit? No. So the night staff over here have had it very easy. I don't know what they've been doing. They've been playing a lot of solitaire on their computers and sending a lot of emails and watching a lot of YouTube. But there we go. Do you know what? Can't be helped. I'm sure at some point this is going to be very, very busy indeed. But yeah, right now, pretty quiet, but can't be helped. Okay, so coming up to 7 o'clock. Yep, that's all very exciting. Right, so we've got just under $7,000 to play with. That is not very much at all. Let's take a quick look at our kind of insurance goal thingamajigs. Right, so it says here for uninsured, our goal now is to purchase 2 ambulances. And that means we can increase ambulance patients per day to 3. Okay, that sounds quite good. That's the dramatic kind of, ER TV drama stuff we're after. But we can't do that yet because we have to do this bit first, I think. We have to enable hospitalisation at an intensive care unit to be given access to ambulances. Okay, and then the cheapo care thing is save a patient after one collapses. And then if we do that, it does say that the next one intern available for hire will be a great candidate. Okay, I mean, do we hire interns? Is that a particular class of person that we look to buy? I don't know. Okay, we'll find that out when we get there. And then down here, look, quick snap care, turn up at the hospital if we purchase 5 ambulances. Overcure, unlock if we have 9 fully working departments. I mean, how many have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get intensive care, that would be 6. Hang on a minute. Let's have a little look at what the other ones are. That one is create a doctor in the character editor. Okay, we might possibly do that at some point. And then we have open infectious diseases clinic or open a traumatology clinic. Okay, do you know what? They do pay some very good money for their patients. Infectious diseases and traumatology. That's pathology. Hang on. That's traumatology. What is traumatology? I'm not entirely sure what that is. Let's have a little look. What do we need? So we've got a regular clinic. So a waiting room, a traumatology office, a reception and a cleaning closet. And then hospitalization is, it's burns, okay, and it's a diagnostic unit, and it's cardiography, okay. Right, so it's potentially burns and possibly heart attacks maybe. Okay, that's quite intriguing as well. I mean, we could get one of those in. We could do that, but we have no money. Hang on. Let's move time on, because I said, we need to move time on to get some money, and then I've paused the game and I'm talking all over it. So why don't we tick time on a bit? In fact, you know what? Let's tick time on a little bit quicker. Just kind of, shifty it on a little bit faster. Because we have got many things that we need to get done. There are many, many things. I mean, okay, we do need to get that sorted. We do need to enable hospitalisation at an intensive care unit, because then we get ambulances, and then the ambulances send people in, and I imagine that's all very exciting and also for us quite profitable. So that's quite good. So we could save up to get hospitalisation set up at an intensive care unit. I imagine that's quite expensive, but that's something we could think about. Or, alternatively, we could look at getting some more of the radiology things in. Because right now, in radiology, hang on a second, go to there. All we have is an x-ray room, and that's it. Well, and a waiting room. So, I mean, yeah, we did outline these. So right there, we've got, what's that, a CT room? And that looks like the MRI room, which are 2 very important things. And then over here, we've got, hang on, trying to work it out from the pictures, a CAG room, a cardiography unit, and a sonography unit. Again, all very good, very handy rooms to have. And we haven't completed radiology. Radiology is kind of, really incomplete right now. Although, I imagine it's going to be really expensive to build a CT scanner. How much is one of those? It's $35,000. We don't have $35,000. How much is the MRI thing, he says? It's $49,000, just short of. Okay. Right, they're very expensive. And of course you need all the other bits and bobs as well. You need desks and the Radiology Viewer and computers and other bits and bobs. And of course a plant. And, a room to put it in. Crikeys. Okay, do you know what? Maybe for now, we just kind of have to move time on and get patients in and get money. Because, there's no way we can afford to do any of these exciting projects with the money we did have. I mean, it's going up a bit. It's going up quite nicely. But then at the end of the day, of course, it comes back down again because we have to pay wages and all that kind of stuff. One thing I was thinking, is it worth getting another receptionist? Because, hang on, we need to check if this one's overworked right now. It does look like people are queuing up to talk to the receptionist. So maybe, hang on, pause time for a second. Yeah, look, I think that person is then done. Then this person gets up. I think maybe we need to get another receptionist. Because people are kind of hanging around a bit waiting to talk to her. So I think if we have another one, that might speed things up a bit. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can do that. We can get another one of those in. So go back to there and go to... Oh, hang on. No, not that. I want to go to there because we want to get another computer. So if we put another computer in front of that desk there, say, and then do you know what? Let's put a printer. Can we have a printer? Yeah, there, look, a little printer on that desk because we've got a paper file thing. So let's put a printer just there. They could do some very important printing. And then, I think we get somebody in. I think we get another person in to help out Rebecca Burden there, who I think was our very first our very first hire. But yeah, I think she might need a little bit of help because there are quite a lot of people coming through the doors now. And yeah, she's all on her lonesome out the front here, kind of, you're trying to deal with all these queries and doing a bit of triage and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's employ a new person. We'll get somebody in for the daytime, and maybe we could employ somebody for the nighttime, although we don't have any nighttime doctors, so that will be a little bit pointless. Hang on, we'll get somebody in for the day right now. Okay, there are 3 very good candidates. Barbara Anderson is a 2-star person, but I mean, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it properly. So, okay, receptionist 36, 31, 32, patient care 41%. That's quite good, isn't it? That's quite good. But yeah, receptionist is the main thing that we want you to do. The only thing is about this is that Frank Robinson does have 2 hidden kind of perk trait thingamajigs, and they could be brilliant or they could be absolutely terrible. Okay, $337. Patient care 35%, receptionist 36%. Do you know what, Frank? You're in. Let's get you in, Frank. So hang on, let's make sure that Frank does appear. Yep, he's kind of teleporting through his table. That's fine. Okay, so we have a new person immediately playing solitaire. At least try to look busy for a few hours, Frank, until we've gone away. Good grief, Frank. However, there you go. That someone's turned up and he's gone, yes, I know all about the stuff. I wasn't playing solitaire. However, of course, this does mean that we need to go to the Wheel of Names, because Frank is not going to remain Frank for very long. So here we go. Let's go and give the Wheel of Names a spin and see who's going to join the staff here at our hospital. And the Wheel of Names has landed on Royal Wren. So there we go, Royal Wren. You're now part of our wonderful hospital team, which is very good. And yeah, currently you are performing triage in the reception and you're helping out Michael Smith there. So what's going on with you, Michael Smith? Let's have a little look. What's Royal Wren's first job all about? Okay, this person here may well have a cardiac blunt injury, a flail chest, hemothorax, which sounds like a dragon out of Skyrim, pulmonary laceration, broken ribs, lung contusion, and possibly more. Oh my goodness me, there's even more. Chest contusion, aortic rupture, or traumatic cardiac arrest. I mean, I feel like if they are having traumatic cardiac arrest, we might want to go and tell them to get that sorted out, rather than go and have a sit down and maybe get yourself a little treat from the vending machine. You might want to go, and get that dealt with quite soon. But okay, I mean, you're waiting. Whereabouts are you? You're just kind of hanging around over there. You've not collapsed to the floor quite yet, so maybe you're not having a traumatic cardiac arrest. I would hope you wouldn't, because that would not be very pleasant at all. But, okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll wait and see. These people are sitting on these chairs in a very odd way. I mean, hang on, they're sitting on the edge of the chairs. Why are you sitting on those chairs in a really curious way, folks? Is it just the way that we've sort of the angle of the camera or something? Is that right? It looks like they're sitting on it properly there. When we come round to that angle, look, you can see most of the chair. You can see pretty much all of the chair. It looks like they're sitting on the bar between the two things. Do you know what? That's fine. Right, I want to make sure that Michael Smith... he's being called. He's being called. This is very good. Who are you going to see? You're going to see... you're going to go and see Dr. Hoosier. Okay, right. Yep, they're very good. Right, so in we go. Let's hope that we can get a diagnosis for you, because this is quite important. So, yeah, you have a bruise and a chest injury. So, I think, yep, a physical exam, a chest exaltation. Hang on. What's that? What does that mean? What does that mean? A chest? What is it? Hang on. Have you been sent away? You're going to a chair. Okay. Are you going to a doctor who can do differential diagnosis? Maybe that's where you're going. Or are you nipping to the loo? Are you coming to see Dr. Penge? No. Where are you going? Are you going for an x-ray? That would make sense. Okay. Right, how are we doing for money, by the way? 23,505. Okay, so you can have a sit down, and then I imagine immediately you can go in, and then you can have the x-ray sorted out. Yep, just stand there, sir. That's fine. Absolutely. Whooshy magic camera. There we go. Conceal your bones and whatever else. Right, so yeah, it's either a chest contusion or broken ribs. And of course, an x-ray will help with that, because I imagine the x-ray is going to pick out broken ribs. There we go. So yeah, chest contusion. And somebody's leveled up. Nova has leveled up. And so Michael's got a chest contusion. And Nova. Okay, where are you? You are... Oh, you're over here. Oh, yeah, you're our latest kind of doctor that we employed over here. Okay. Wow. You've leveled up as well. This is wonderful. This is very exciting. All sorts of wonderful levelling up is happening. Where's Chappie? Where's chap? There. I want to see what happens to you. I want to make sure... Oh, hang on. He's gone out of sight. Come back. I want to make sure you're okay. You're on your phone right now. So, yeah, you have a chest contusion. But I'm not entirely sure what we can do about that. Are we going to hospitalise you? It's very busy. It's very, very busy. There's no free bed for the required hospitalisation. Regular hospitalisation. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. Pause time for a second. I suspect we might need some more hospital beds. Yeah, I think he's going to require hospitalisation as well. It looks like there are 2 beds. It looks like there are 2 beds. I guess we can't see who's going into those. Hang on. Can we do that thing there? Okay. I would say that maybe there are spaces, unless it's over here. Does it mean that? Maybe it means the ward over there. Okay, hang on a minute. Hang on. I know we're trying to save money, but yeah, we need to see to patients as well. So how about we go to here and we grab ourselves a copy of that. And then, oh no, we'll grab a copy of that one and then we'll just put it there. Do we need all the defib things? I think we probably do. Right, so I think, yeah, we copy that one and put it there. I think that is our best course of action right now. So hang on a second. So yeah, we'll do a quick copy of that there. Thank you very much. It's going to copy a wall and a window. It's fine. There we go. And you know what? We'll go and get rid of the wall because it looks a little bit silly. Yep, there we go. Away with you, wall. Right. Wonderful. Now, hopefully, that person can now get sorted out. Yeah, so Jennifer Harris. So let's have a look at you. You have a deep wound on your feet. Okay, you're being hospitalised, going to a doctor. Okay, so is this going to help you? Got a long wait for a bed, but is that... Do you need to come over here and help? I thought that was more about, like, bones and stuff. Regular hospitalisation. Hospitalise a patient at a regular ward. Required room, regular ward. Hang on. What do you mean? Where is a regular ward? Where are regular wards in this game? I don't know. Do we have regular wards? We have... what have we got? Observation rooms. And we've got exciting things over here. Intensive care stuff. Do we have general surgery? A regular ward. Ah, okay. It seems to me that we need to build much in the way of things for the hospital. Oh my goodness me. Okay. So she needs to go on a regular ward. And we don't have one of those. Unless that is a regular ward. Okay, now that is a regular ward over there as well. Maybe she can go over here. Oh, there you go. I think she is. I think she's parked up in that bed over there. Because, hang on. Looking at that. Is that Jennifer Harris? Yeah, there we go. Right, so that is a regular ward. And she is heading over there right now. So she's gone wherever we can kind of fit her in. It did cost us a bit of money to buy the bed and the machine things by the bed and the chair and all that kind of stuff. But there we go. Never mind. So she's hobbling in because she has a foot injury. Hop into bed. There you go. Wonderful stuff. They haven't got the kind of things that... lean over the bed, the arms you can put down with a screen so you can watch TV. I remember having that when I went to hospital quite a while ago now, but I remember watching all sorts of things on that because, I couldn't move too much. I was kind of, stuck in the bed. And I watched a few things on there, but they haven't got that in this game. Unless we haven't bought them, but I don't think they're in this game. But there we go, never mind. They can buy some books from the gift shop and entertain themselves. Okay, Jordan Gonzalez. Right. We're back into the land of clavicles again. Okay, what do they need from this? What's going to help with this? So yeah, a CT scan. We need to build a CT scanner. Because at the moment we're sending people away and that is rubbish. But right now, we have to send you to another hospital. I'm very sorry, Jordan Gonzalez. But we don't want to diagnose the wrong thing. Because that would be bad. Right, do you know what we could do? Just to kind of start this going. We need to build the foundations. And that costs a massive pile of money anyway. So if we get the foundations in, at least that's something done. 6,100 monies. Oh, dearie me. Okay, never mind. There we go. We could as well get everything prepared for these things. So we could put, the doors in and various other bits and bobs. And then just, put the equipment in at the very end. And then we'll know how much it's going to cost. We'll, know that we have to save up that much money to put in the CT scanner or the other thingamajigger. So I think that's what we'll do. And I quite like those walls there. I think they are good walls for this. So let's have them going all the way around like that. Now, one thing I don't know if we should do or not, I'm not entirely sure. Should we have... Hang on, finish that off. Should we have this in one big room? Or should we have those as two individual rooms? Because I'm not entirely sure if they're going to affect each other. I mean, does a CT scanner affect an MRI scanner? I don't know. Or an MRI machine or whatever it is. I really don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, that's going to be quite big, hasn't it? Yeah, it's not that big, actually. It's not that big. A lovely kind of Stargate there. I bet the other one's quite big. Isn't an MRI thing quite chunky? Yeah, I think maybe they should have their own... Maybe they should have their own sort of wall. They should be individual rooms, I think. Because it doesn't look like they should share... So yeah, because they look very technical. And they deal with magnets and things. And I think maybe there was one machine here or one machine here that was dealing with magnets. There's going to be a terrible magnetic disaster in there, isn't there? So how about we put a wall in between the two? That would make sense, wouldn't it? So pop a wall just there. And then do the other side just there. Very good. Okay, yep, happy with that. What's that wall? Hang on. That wall is incredibly boring. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Incredibly boring wall alert. And sorted. Hooray. Not quite as dull. Yeah, and that one's that colour. That's quite a confusing corridor to go into. Hang on. We'll make it that colour because I feel like it should be that colour. Well, hang on. We've got some terrible walls going on here. But that is part of the shop. So that should be that colour. If that's a little bit confusing, never mind, it's fine. I'm sure people will work it out. Right, so then we need to get some doors in, apart from I've lost where the rooms are. Over here, right. And again, we'll have that floor, because I do quite like that flooring, whatever that is. So we'll have that across here. So pop that in. That's another 1,200 monies. And then we'll have some doors. But yeah, we'll put the X-ray doors on. Now, I know it's not necessarily an X-ray, but it's still, kind of X-ray-ish, isn't it? Oh, is that fine? Oh, biohazard door. Did we put the biohazard doors down here? Yes, we did. I like those. They look good. Let's have double X-ray doors. Let's make sure that people can get in and out of here nice and quickly, but that they're aware that there are X-rays. Okay, like that and like that. We won't put windows in, because I think that might be a little bit silly. And then we might need to put a wall in, a little bit like we've done over here. So kind of have a little sort of room for the technologist or whatever they're called to actually press the buttons. So have them behind a wall, and then you have the main kit kind of out there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Right, so now we're down to 13.5 grand, and we haven't put any equipment in quite yet. Oh, dearie me. Okay, fine. Let's run time on. We do need to just get some money in, don't we? I mean, I think you can take a loan, but we're making an okay amount of money at the end of each day. All of this stuff over here is helping. The general hospitalisation stuff is helping out quite a bit. We've got one person over there. What happened to you? You had an ankle contusion. Okay, so you're being looked at. Hurry, a patient has been waiting too long to buy medicine. Check your pharmacy. The patient will leave soon. Oh, hang on. What's the queue at the pharmacy like? Oh, it's quite a big queue. Do you know what? We need another person in the pharmacy to help out because I think poor Kira Lemongrab is getting a little bit overworked in the pharmacy. I mean, yeah, how many people are on the way? So Daniel Rodriguez is on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a lot of people waiting. Right. Okay. We need to go and employ another person. That's fine. Right. This is all fine. Hang on. Oh no, hang on. I'm looking at the wrong bit. Hang on. It's admin, isn't it? There we go. Right. So can we get another person in? Somebody who's very good at pharmacy. So we can get William Jackson, biochemistry 56%, pharmacy 42%, or Charles Young, biochemistry 46%, pharmacy 42%. The only thing that makes me suspicious about Charles Young, he's got a lot of secrets as Charles Young. Why hasn't he revealed these terrible secrets? I mean, there are many things that we don't know about him, like the fact that he has a twin brother down here. What's going on here? He's grown a very small beard and put some glasses on. Is that the same man? Is that the same man just trying to cast a very wide net to try to find a job? Look at that, he's exactly the same. Okay, I like that. I mean, and hang on a minute, hang on, he's down there as well. He's down there as well. In this picture, he's kept the little beard, but he's put some different glasses on and he's wearing a wig. But I think he might be the same person. Okay. We're going to employ, it's either Charles Young with his 4 secrets, which is very suspicious, Charles, or William Jackson with the 3 secrets. Although your biochemistry is very good. We don't need you for that. You work better at night. You're keeping secrets as well. Why is everyone so secretive? What's going on here? This is all very suspicious. I think we might go for William Jackson because he has one less sort of hidden trait thing. So one less thing potentially might be bad. So I think we get you. And Charles Young, you might have to switch up your disguises. That's very funny, though. Right, in you come, William Jackson. And immediately we need to rename you, of course. So back to the Wheel of Names. So everybody, please welcome Matty Shaw to the hospital team. You're working over in the pharmacy, Matty Shaw, doing a very important job and also a very profitable job as well, because the pharmacy does make quite a bit of money. So hopefully this might actually help out with the queue a bit, because yeah, that is quite a big queue. Okay, so where is that person there? Where are you? Have you given up? You're buying medicine. Hang on. So are you actually... is that you there? Yes. Is that you? Hang on. No, that's not you. Karen Smith. Where is... Oh, hang on. I think she's at the front. Karen Smith buying medicine. Okay. So now Charles Jackson is waiting. So you're over in the... Oh, that's you there. Right. Okay. We are getting through the people that are getting a little bit impatient. Understandably so. That's fine. Right. There we go. Right. So if we just move time on a bit quicker... Here we go. Go and find the medicines. That's $50. That's $30. This is good. All the money coming in. We're paying for the wages. $320 on that. That was good. 33 was that? That's very precise, but okay. $400. $400. How much do we pay you in wages? $403. So that one transaction there just paid for Matty Shaw's wages. Wow. Okay. And all of Kira Lemongrab's wages. That is very good. That's very impressive. Good grief. Okay, right. I'm very impressed. That is wonderful. Now, right now, it's a bit quieter. Do we want to send somebody to go and do some training, possibly? Do we want to send Kira Lemongrab to go and do a bit of training? Or do we not want to do that right now? Because that could... Do you know what? We've got 2 people in the pharmacy for a reason. I think if we send one of them away to train... That's going to cause problems, isn't it? That's going to recreate the backlog that we've just sorted out. So no, we won't do that, I don't think. But look, no long waits at the pharmacy now. It's looking good. And that does mean that the pharmacy worker can, one of them can nip off to the loo or whatever, and somebody else can stay behind and continue doing pharmacy stuff, which is very handy indeed. There we go. That's quite good. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh, I thought somebody was going into the shop. But no, they just use it as a shortcut because walking around there would just be too terrible, wouldn't it? So, do you know what? Nip through the shop. Okay, never mind. There we go. Right, what have we got? $22,000. So we have had to spend a little bit on various bits and bobs, including, more beds and things. And we set that up. But I wonder if we just run it on... hang on, let's put it on super quick. If we run that on another day... right, there was one person waiting. Sorry, person waiting. I do apologise. That's a little bit naff, isn't it? But we are very busy. Look at that. We saw 51 people today. So yeah, I think if we run that on to the end of tomorrow, possibly. Is there anybody staying here? No, that's a bit disappointing. Anybody staying here? I hope so, because we make good money off you lot. 4 people. Wonderful. Okay. So hopefully, all the money we make from those people will contribute to getting our... radiology stuff set up over here. I think that's what we should look at doing. That's fine. It's a critical workload. I'm just going to press OK. I'm sure it's all absolutely fine. I did see ambulances on the thing over here. Where was it? It was in here. There's a vehicles bit somewhere. Where was it? I swear I saw a bit. It was... Oh, hang on a minute. Right, let me try and find where it was. There was somewhere. There we go. So yeah, ambulance. So they're 35 grand. Or you can have a yellow one for 35 grand. New European style ambulance. Okay. But I don't think we can put it anywhere, can we? Are we allowed? I don't think we can have one. Yeah, because it looks red, doesn't it? It looks red. We can rotate it. I mean, do we need to park it there? Where do we put the thing? If we could have one, which we can't afford it. And there you go. Ambulance hasn't been unlocked yet. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. Right. Okay. Straight on till morning. We've got no reason to hang around. We might as well get to the next day. And then, oh, look at the wages. The wages came out for the day staff and we're down to 13,300. I suspect maybe we might need to move time on a couple of days just to get enough money to get some of that equipment set up. So, yeah, okay, there we go. Ooh, renovation of a nearby clinic causes 50% more patients to come to emergency. Okay, I mean, that's kind of a sort of a double-edged sword, or whatever they call it, because on the one hand, it's really good. We get lots of people in, but on the second, second side of the blade, that analogy didn't work. But on the the second thing about that is that we have a lot of people in, which is good. But can we see all those people? Can we actually see all of those people at all? I'm not entirely sure that we can get through them all. So we might get a lot of very grumpy people being a bit cross they've not been seen. Do you know what? We'll give it a very good go. We'll give it a good go. It might get us quite a bit of money, which is quite nice. So there we go. Coming up to 7 o'clock, we'll see the wages of the night staff go out. So down to 11.5 grand. Right. There we go. Put time on very quick indeed. And we'll let time run on. I think maybe we might need to do it for a couple of days. Look at everybody coming in, reporting for work in their wonderful clothes. That's very exciting. All sort of, different coloured stuff. And somebody's... Ooh. Dr. Hoosier's leveled up. Right, hang on a minute. Hang on. Pause time for a second. Because now we can change this if we want to. But no, advanced diagnosis, I think, is what we want Dr. Hoosier to have. If they're one of our doctors over here, which I think they are, yes, we want them to have that. Have they got the whiteboard thing? Yes, they have. I think all the doctor's offices now do have the fancy advanced diagnosis whiteboard in, because we've picked up and copied them pretty much, so they're all the same. We want you to have that, because that might help with different kind of diagnoses of things. Yes, wonderful. Please have that one. Well done, you as well. You're now a fellow, which is good. So you can do things a bit quicker and a bit better and more accurately and all that kind of stuff. Congratulations, Sanat Hoosier. Well done on your new promotion. Oh dear, Dana Wright has come back because apparently we incorrectly treated her. Okay, that's not very good at all. Right, so laryngitis or pharyngitis. Do you know, I once had both of those at the same time and it was very unpleasant. Okay, so we don't know which one of those it is, and they're going to Penge Cupboard. Okay, I mean, Dr. Cupboard has kind of, become a bit better in recent times, so that's quite good. So hopefully Dr. Cupboard can... Hang on, they're now waiting. I thought you were going to go and see Dr. Cupboard. Maybe you are after that person there. Okay, hang on, let's make sure that she does go in. So hang on, move time on. Nope, somebody else is going in to see Dr. Cupboard. Where are you going, Dana Wright? I want to make sure that you get treated properly. Hang on a minute. Let's speed time on. Diagnosing a patient proved to be difficult for the doctor's diagnostic skill level. Hang on, they've gone to see Dr. Hoosier. There I was saying, oh, well done on your new thing. Yes, well done, Dr. Hoosier, on your new skills. And you're struggling. Okay, you can help by selecting the next examination. Okay, so laryngitis or pharyngitis. I would say an oral cavity inspection would help, because you look in their mouth and you see what it looks like. Yeah, do that, please, because that's got to help matters. So if that does anything, not quite sure. I mean, it's 53% going toward laryngitis at the moment. They've done that. It's still not overly helpful. Right, hang on. A laryngoscopy, a procedure where a flexible tube and endoscope with a tiny video camera and a light source in the end is inserted through the nose to examine the larynx, glottis and vocal cords. I've had that done before and it was one of the most unpleasant things that's ever happened to me ever. It was horrendous. A laryngoscopy is also used to facilitate tracheal intubation. I don't know what that means, but okay. I didn't know it's called a laryngoscopy. Yeah, I've had that done when I had this particular thing going on. This is a bit weird. Dana Wright. It's like history repeating. I had both of these, and then I had the camera in my nose that went down into my throat, and it was really horrible. Do that then, please. Let's see if that helps at all. Oh, that is really grim, Dana Wright. I don't envy you, Dana Wright. This is very, very unpleasant. Okay, has that helped? Has that helped at all? Yes, it's laryngitis. Okay, you can now be treated for laryngitis, and that's all fine. You can have some lovely antibiotics. Wonderful. We've done it. We've treated somebody, and it's all accurate, and they've got a smiley face above their head and everything. That is very good news. I can't help but notice that there is a little bit of blood on the floor of the reception. Can we get a cleaning person in to do that? Oh, there we go. Oh, well done, Dani Yurie. Of course, it's Dani Yurie keeping the whole place spick and span. Well done. Going into here as well. Yes, somebody's had a very unpleasant time of things. But don't worry, Dani Yurie is absolutely all over it, cleaning away while somebody's having their medical examination. But it's fine. They're professional. It's wonderful. Yeah, there we go. Well done, Dani Yurie. Splendid stuff. It is about lunchtime. It's about sort of, what, 12? Well, it's almost exactly 12:30. We don't have that much money. I'm a little bit concerned that we're not making that much money today, because on previous days we've had quite a lot of money by this point. But I mean, now what have we made since the morning? We started on what, 13 grand was it? We've only made $6,000 in half a day. That's not very good at all. That's not very good. Also, why is there a table just there? Did I leave a table out in the corridor? Yeah, that's not very good, is it? Hang on, we might be able to get a bit of money back. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let's remove that object. We'll sell that and get $49 back. Yay. Okay, there you go. And that makes life a little bit easier for people, walking about and such. It is getting a bit grubby over here. It's getting a little bit grim around the place. Can we have a cleaner over here? Can Dani Yurie come along and save the day once again, doing their wonderful cleaning antics? Because yeah, that bit over there is very grubby. I mean, this bit over here is all right, but yeah, that bit, look at it. What are you doing? Why are your feet so grim? What's happening there? I don't quite know what's going on with their feet in this part of the world. Okay, what are we on now? About 22.5 grand. Okay, right, okay. Speed time on nice and fast. We'll see what happens with the money, and we shall, cross our fingers and hope that Dani Yurie comes along and does some cleaning over here, because I think they might be our only hope. And lo and behold, look who it is. The saviour has arrived. Dani Yurie has come along to clean the floors and make everything look wonderful round here. That is very good. I don't even think they're kind of based round here, are they? Where are they based? I don't think that is where their main cleaning thing is. I don't think they're over here in the orthopaedic department. I think they've just kind of heard that this place is becoming a little bit of a dump and a dive, and they've come over here with a brush to try and help out. Although, okay, you've helped out to a degree. Okay, maybe they'll come back. Maybe they'll come back in a bit and do some more scrubbing, because, yeah, it's still not very good over there. I mean, that's better than nothing, and that's very helpful, Dani Yurie, but if you could go and clean the rest, that would be marvellous as well. Oh, yeah, aren't they based down here somewhere? Where are they based? I need to go and find where they are now. I don't know how we'd find out exactly where they're not in admin. Are they in? They're not in the orthopedics thing, because I don't think we have a cleaning room over there, which is why maybe it's getting a little bit grim. They're not in the medical lab thing, I don't think. No. So are they in? They can't be in radiology. They must just be in the emergency, just the generic emergency department, I think. I don't know. Where are they? Dani Yurie, where do you work? No, hang on. We have got a cleaning thing in the labs, haven't we? Ah, do you know what? No, they are down there. There we go. They are part of the medical laboratories thing. There they are. They're in the middle, though, just there. Okay, so it's hard to see them with all those things in the way. Okay, right. So they've kind of wandered at the corridor and just given it a bit of a scrub. Do you know what? That's wonderful. Thank you, Dani Yurie. At least you tried. Nobody else did, so at least you gave it a very good go. Okay, so we have another person over here, Mark Miller, with ambiguous results. Okay, that doesn't help at all. So it could be golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, a simple fracture of the ulna, elbow bursitis, or a simple fracture of the humerus. Okay, and we don't know which one it is, and we don't really have any way of finding out. We need an MRI or a USG. Okay, I don't think we can afford to get any of those set up right now, which is a bit of a shame. So, again, we're going to have to send you away to another hospital. Yeah, we do need to get the radiology stuff in, don't we? At least those 2 rooms there. It's going to take a while to get that done, which does make me think, is it worth going to get a loan? What do we do with this? If we say, oh, hang on. No, I want to see how much it costs. What's the interest rates? If I say loan 20 grand, how much are we paying back? Because I don't want it to be... Yeah, what if the interest rate's 75% or something and I've got no idea? That would be bad. That would be bad. I kind of feel like we need a bit more information about that. But it would help us a great deal if we just got, say, I mean, we'd need quite a bit. We need maybe $100,000 to get all of the radiology stuff in. But then, of course, we'd make it back. We could get more accurate diagnosis going on, and we could get more rooms up here, and they could help people. So maybe rather than just running time on and then just, just sitting here and waiting and doing it in dribs and drabs, we take out a bit of a loan. What if we loan 20 grand? Oh, hang on. The clinic has closed for patients. There was to one patient waiting. Sorry. Maybe. Do you know what? We'll do this in the morning. Because I imagine we pay the daily interest at midnight. So if we take the loan out at 1 minute past, we don't take it out now, because then we're going to pay money on it at the end of this day. So we'll wait and then do the building work. Yeah, I think that's maybe what we do. A long wait for a bed. Oh, hang on a minute. You need to be regularly hospitalised. You're hospitalised and you're waiting for a bed. Oh, we've got many people over here. Oh, hang on. We're not prepared for such things. I mean, do we spend... Oh, we're trying to save money and the game's going, nope, you can't do that. Is it worth putting some beds over here? Hang on. Is anybody in those beds? So those beds are fine, but those beds, they're not in use though, but they're not regular beds because they're in high dependency. Unless we send you to high dependency. Can we send you to HDU? Just because there's a bed there? I think that might help. Okay, we can't diagnose Peter Miller. Okay, Peter Miller, what's going on with you? So you could have a thoracic aortic aneurysm. You could have spondylosis. You could have chronic kidney disease. Or you could have angina pectoris. Okay, and they're all kind of more or less an even chance of those. 26% for those three, 23% for that one. And all it's got is tenderness and back pain and a hidden symptom. But we've tried many different things, and yet all the other stuff over here is all the radiology stuff that we can't quite afford to get in. If you could wait a little while, we could get an MRI scanner in. We could get one of those in, and or a CT scanner. We could do that. I mean, could we do differential diagnosis? Doctor is not qualified to prescribe. We can't do echo because we can't do that. Yeah, we haven't got the equipment for all these things. Oh, botherations. Okay, so we don't have anything to do right now, Peter Miller. I'm very sorry. I mean, if you wait a little while, we might be able to get the, we might be able to go and build an MRI scan thing. But then you're going to have to wait. Oh, patient's being transported to another hospital. Sorry, Peter Miller. We've let you down. But do you know what? It's fine. I'm sure they'll look after you in the new hospital. Although their sheets are probably not quite as lovely and soft as ours. Oh, dearie me. Cow Shao Lalani got drunk last night and they won't feel too good today. I think you work in the lab, don't you? Yeah, you're one of our lab people. Okay, that's not great. But do you know what? It's fine. We'll have to deal with it. You can come in with a bit of a hangover. I mean, you're in a hospital. I'm sure we have some meds to try and treat a hangover as best we can. Nip to the pharmacy, get some paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever. I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine. Right, so run time on a bit more because we need to get to the end of the night shift to see what money we have left. And then we can work out what we want to do with the bank. Because I'm a little bit concerned that the bank is going to have a very high interest rate. So we want to borrow as little as we can from the bank. And potentially, we could do with paying it back as soon as we can. But for now, let's just get to 7 o'clock and we'll see what money we have left once the night wages come out. Which actually isn't that much, I don't think. I think it's only, about $1,500? So is it going to go down to about 18,000-ish, I think. So let's have a little look. Oh, it's a bit more now. Okay, so $17,851. So, pause time a second. Right, so pop over to here. Why are there multiple thought bubbles above the toilets, but there's nobody in the toilet? The toilets are dreaming of people? Why are the toilets having thought bubbles? What's going on there? That's very bizarre. I don't know what that's about. Okay, fine. I mean, if we press play, what happens? Time is ticking on. Time's passing by, and those toilets are still thinking of people. Okay, right. So we have sentient toilets in the hospital now. That's fine. That's okay. That's good. Can we market that? Could we get people to come in and marvel at the sentient toilets, and we could charge them, $25 a piece or whatever? Oh no, you're ruining the sentient toilets aesthetic. Don't do that. Hang on, we won't look. We'll leave you to your ablutions. Right. Okay. So we've got just about 18 grand. So we need to get. I mean, both of these would be ideal, the CT scan and the MRI scan. But I mean, together, we're going to have to borrow about 100 grand, I think, to get both of those in. So let's just pop over to the bank and we'll pause time for a second. So what if we borrow 20 grand? What happens with that? So if we go boop, we borrow 20 grand, we pay 200 per day. That's fine. We can cope with that. I think we can cope with paying out 1,000 a day, if I'm being completely honest. So if we borrow another 20 grand, and then another 20 grand, another 20 grand, and another 20 grand. Right, so we're going to pay $1,000 a day in interest, but we've borrowed $100,000, which I think means we can get both of these rooms up and running, which is very exciting. Okay, here we go. Right, so we can get some stuff done finally. Thank you, bank. Right, MRI. 49 grand. I mean, that's ridiculously expensive, isn't it? But okay. Right, so rotate it round, and it looks like it has to go sort of in the middle of the room. It has to kind of go in the middle. Okay, do you know what? We'll pop that there, like that. That's fine. And we've spent a huge chunk of the money already. Hopefully this is really popular and it can pay back the bank loan that we needed to take out to actually build the thing. Right, and then we want to get the little sort of... That door is in the wrong place, isn't it? The door is in the wrong place. We want a little sort of room where the, sort of technology operator can hide. So hang on. We'll get rid of the doors. Yeah, so remove doors. So boop. And then we'll put the double X-ray door... There, mate. No, there. Like that. So pop that there. And then do you know what? We'll do the same with that door, actually. So get rid of those and put the double X-ray door there. Okay, fine. Right, and then the camera just flew off into the corner for some reason. Now we need to get the all the stuff up and running. So what I'm thinking is, if we have the little room sort of here, that should be okay. So let's click that. So, yeah, what do we need then? So Radiology Viewer and a desk and... a PC and a chair, and that's kind of it. So we will add a few other bits and bobs as well, because of course we will. But yeah, let's get... I think what we'll do is let's get a wall, and we'll have a couple of some nice windows in it, but we need to get a wall first. So let's go to here, and we'll drop that wall. Thank you. Yeah, so if we just sort of bring that along like that, and like that, and the camera's all over the place today, and we'll do the same again with that. This one here, so do a similar thing. So they've got their little kind of room in here, and then yeah, we can put their desk in here. They can have a lovely office desk in a shade of blue, because of course that's the colour of this department. So we'll pop that there like that. They can have a fancy chair that's also blue, which is very nice, and they can have a decent PC. Pop that there, and we want them to have the radiology. In fact, do you know what? Put the radiology viewer. Hang on, where is it? There. Pop it there. So they don't even have to turn their head. They can just sort of look upward a bit. So that's good. And then, of course, we want some extra bits and bobs, because that room is terribly boring if we leave it like that. So can they have on their desk something? Can they have a little printer or something? That's really dull if they can't have that. That's a bit sad. And also, yeah, we want to get the viewing window thing, don't we? So where is it? A watch window. There we go. So if we have a watch window and a watch window and a watch window, then they can look through the window and see what's going on with the MRI thingamajig. I don't know if that's required with this particular piece of equipment, but that's what we've got now. Okay, so that's fine. And then we go to here. Of course, we need some sort of lovely plant. That can go just there. Every room needs to have a lovely plant. And yeah, we want to put something on the table. In fact, do you know what? Pop a clock on that wall there. I quite like the idea of that. But I'd like something on the table. Oh, disinfectant tools. Keep your hands nice and healthy. Yeah, okay. I quite like that. Can we fit anything under there? Can we put... I mean, can we have like a little coffee? Oh, yes. Oh, we can have a little table. We can have a little table, and on there... hang on. Can we have a mug? Where's the mug? Oh, we do need a bin, actually. We need a bin. The bin can go in that corner. The bin can tuck into that corner just there. Hang on, where's a mug? I swear the mug's... There we go. A mug. It can be a blue mug, and it can go on that table. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. Right. We have an MRI thingamajig all set up. I mean, the rest of the room, I kind of feel like it needs to be sort of fairly empty. That bit out there where the big kind of piece of equipment is. That needs to be sort of empty and fairly clean and sterile, I would imagine. So, okay, got that in. That's good. And then we go over here. Right, that needs a few more bits and bobs. That one there needs equipment. Okay, right. Okay, right now, though, let's get the desks and things in. Let's switch around a bit. We'll have a slightly different desk. So yeah, we'll pop that just there. And we'll have a lovely blue chair to go just there. And I mean, it's going to look similar to this, if we're being completely honest. It's going to look very similar to that. So hang on, let's get all the stuff set up with the computer and the windows and all that kind of stuff like this one. Okay, for some reason, I can't put one of the watch windows just there in that room. Although we've done the same over here and it was fine. That one is not happy. I can't put it there. Is it because that plant is... Oh, that's the clock. Hang on. Maybe it's because the clock and the plant are there. Maybe they're conspiring against the windowy thing. I mean, can we do it now? Yeah. Okay. And then can we move the plant back? And then can we grab the clock and put it back? Okay, that was a bit weird, but okay, that's fine. So now we need all the other bits and bobs. So Radiology Viewer, that can go in the same place as the other one is. So like that. So again, they can just sit and look out the window and check the results and all that kind of stuff. Right, the CT scanner does... I mean, it looks similar to this, doesn't it? If we put that there, like that, that's 35 grand just gone out. That's really expensive. And then we could put some of these things around the place. And I think they could go along there because that room is kind of, that's for where this is happening. So they might need to grab some equipment to do some stuff with the CT scanner. So how about we have some tall cabinets over in that corner. And then can we have one of the mobile cabinets as well? Just because it looks good. So let's make it blue and we'll pop it there. Because, it looks like it should belong in that kind of room. It looks like it goes into this room. It looks like a suitably exciting piece of kit. Okay, so now we've got two fancy new machines and we've got a great big loan to pay off, but I think it will be worth it. That's very good. So we need some people. We need to get some people working over here now. So let's go to the radiology thing. And 2 daytime people, please. So over here... Who have we got? Right, so we want people that are good at radiology. I'm sorry, Chris Martin, no job for you, only 9% radiology. You're a very good biochemist, but that's not what we're after. So looking at this, it's going to be William Garcia and Jordan Lopez. Okay, William Garcia works better at night time, but that doesn't say that he works badly during the day. He also does have 2 deep, dark secrets that he's not telling us about. Jordan Lopez seems quite open, so he's a gamer. So resting is faster, he's got very clean feet, and he's a fresh parent. Rest levels decrease faster. Really? Okay, we'll get you. We'll get both of those, I suppose. So Jordan Lopez, you've got, Radiology 41. So you can work on that. You're a master scientist. So you can do whichever one that is. Which one's that one? That's the MRI room. And then over here, we've got William Garcia, Christopher Martin, Robert Taylor, or Jessica Scott. Okay, so they're all... Oh, hang on. Oh, no, we're not having Christopher Martin. So I think it's going to be you, William Garcia. Although you do work better at night. But yeah, I think you're going to be okay in the day as well. Robert Taylor's only got 31%. Jessica Scott does have 36%. But again, she's better at night time. And we're not employing you to work at night time. So William Garcia, in you come, my good sir. Right. And there we go. We now have 2 more people that we need to name. So once again, over to the Wheel of Names. So courtesy of the Wheel of Names, we now have Mojo working over here in the MRI room. And then over in the CT scanner room, we have Lena Legotto. I'm not entirely sure I've pronounced that correctly. I'm fairly certain there were 2 I's in that name there. I mean, does that become an I? Like a Lina? Or is it a Lena or something? I don't know. I'm very sorry if I've just horribly mispronounced your name. But there we go. So Lena Legotto is working over in the CT room, which is very good. And I think they're both ready to go. I think they're both absolutely fine. So if we do that and then press that button there, they go and take a seat. Let's have a little look and see if anybody turns up. I'm now very excited. And we have got a big pile of money left, so we could do a little bit of work over there as well on getting some of the other smaller radiology rooms in. Hang on a minute, hang on. Somebody's here already. Somebody's having a CT scan. Fraser Scott. We can diagnose clavicle fractures, whether it's a shaft fracture or a simple fracture. Oh, it's a glorious day. Finally, we can sort out all the problems with clavicles that people have been having. I don't know how you're all injuring your clavicles quite so readily, but there we go. We can now sort this out. It takes a long time, but that's fine. It's a very complicated process. They went over and they looked at the results. They put their sort of, they put their thinking face on and did some frowning and looked at the results and went, yes, very interesting. And now I'm hoping that's going to be, it's a shaft fracture of the clavicle. Fracture of the clavicle with dislocation of part of the fractured bone. It sounds very unpleasant. However, that one diagnosis is going to cost $2,610 for that person, or that person's insurance company anyway. So already we've paid off the bank loan with that one kind of thing there. Oh, hang on. Somebody's going into the MRI. Oh my goodness me. Is it an ACL injury? That's what footballers have, isn't it? Or is it a knee sprain? Okay, let's find out. These two rooms are already busy. This is very exciting. Okay, hang on a minute. In you pop. You can do some clever machine operating things. You can go and look at the results with a thoughtful face and go, yes, very interesting. It looks like an ACL injury. Absolutely. There you go. Go and get a new ACL from the pharmacy and you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, that's very good. That's going to cost $840 of your monies. Again, that is just about enough to pay off the bank loan. That's very good. Oh, however, Richard Cole has come back and he's not happy. Hang on, why is there a picture of a rabbit? Okay, so Richard Cole could have bronchitis. He could have just a cold, or he could have tularemia. What's that? Tularemia is an infectious disease that mainly affects the skin, eyes, lymph nodes, or lungs. It is caused by the Francisella tularensis bacteria. Tularemia is highly contagious, potentially fatal, but can be treated effectively. Why is there a picture of a rabbit? Why is that there? Oh, it's an infectious diseases thing. Ah, right. We don't have that ward set up yet. I mean, come on, game. Give us a chance. We're struggling to build 2 rooms at a time. Stop putting extra things our way. Okay. What can we do with you? I mean, bronchitis. Hang on. We need to keep an eye on you now. Let's make sure that you're okay. I'm not quite sure how we follow people. We have to keep clicking on them to do this. But okay, let's make sure that he actually gets seen to. Because, yeah, he's not overly happy. So, here we go. Let's make sure that he actually does go through and we can try and help out a bit. Somebody else has come back because it was wrong. Okay. Dr. Penge, I'm looking at you with that one. I'm looking at you with all these. Okay. So we've got it down to bronchitis or rabbit disease. Okay. Shirt on, shirt off, all sorts of things happening. I mean, do you want to do microbial sampling? Because we can do that now. We have a microbiology lab and that's quite exciting. Oh, they're still doing something. Oral cavity inspection. Okay. Is that going to help? Has that helped at all? No, we're just doing some more stuff. Temperature measurement. Right, not really. Oh, you've been hospitalised. You've been hospitalised. Oh, and you're going to bed. Could we not do a differential diagnosis? I kind of feel like that might help a little bit. And then do some microbial sampling. That might be quite useful. Okay, we'll see if that helps. But at the moment, he's off to bed. Off to bed with you, Richard Cole. Go and have a little lie down and somebody can come over and help. But, yeah, okay. It's bronchitis. We've diagnosed it as bronchitis. It's not rabbit disease. He's not going to turn into a rabbit, everybody. He's fine. Okay. And, yeah, Acantha Oakmoon is looking after him right now. That is very good. Where are you? Oh, you're doing an X-ray, even though you don't really need one. Okay. Can we undo the microbial cultivation thing? We didn't need to do that. And I think we might get told off for that because it was already diagnosed. And we've gone, hey, do an X-ray, which obviously costs money. Ah, never mind. I'm sure it's going to be fine. Hang on. Right, Frank. How are you, Frank? Is everything good for you? Oh, hang on. Yeah, you could... where are you? You are waiting over here. Hopefully, could we send you to somewhere else? Could we send you to... I mean, you're having an x-ray. Is that what you're waiting for? Are you waiting for the x-ray room? Oh, yeah, it's very busy over here. It's really busy over here. And it's miserable outside. It's raining. Right, where's he gone? He's going to his chair. Oh, did he nip to the loo? Okay, right, let's make sure that he gets seen. So he's still waiting. He's very patient, is Frank. He's fulfilling his needs. He's on his phone. He's checked his messages. He's still not sure. He can't report back whether he's got a simple fracture of the ulna, a simple fracture of the humerus, or an arm contusion. So I think he must be next. He must be next. That person there has taken absolutely ages. So now I think it's got... Oh, he's going to the doctor. Here we go. Right, so he's on the table. We have a little look at the results. There you go. That's interesting. And then it's an arm contusion. Right, there you go, Frank. There we go. You can go and report back to everybody that you have an arm contusion. And yeah, we can... I don't know what we do with that, but there we go. And yeah, that entire day has flown by. That's gone by very quickly indeed because we were dealing with various bits and bobs. But there we go. So we've got to the end of the day. Let's maybe get to the point where we pay people. And then we'll see what money we've got left. But yeah, right now we've got almost $53,000. Of course, we're going to pay $1,000 of that out to pay off some loan. But that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Because we know that's kind of a thing that's going to happen for quite some time now. Just clear all those notifications out the way. Yeah, how do we... can we pay it back? Can we pay it back? Yes, we can. We could pay back $20,000 if we wanted to. But I think right now that's not worth doing. I think we can afford $1,000 a day. I think that's fine. Okay. Right, so night shift begins. I don't think we have anybody over here overnight, which is okay. And do we have anybody over here overnight? Yes, we do. Got 4 people. So 3 people in here and 1 person in the high dependency unit. Okay, that's fine. And the floor is still absolutely filthy around here. We might need to get a cleaner in. We might possibly need to get a little kind of cleaning cupboard over here. And then maybe put an elevator over here as well somewhere. Because we have to remember to put elevators in. Because otherwise it's going to be a bit of a problem. So maybe a cleaning cupboard around an elevator possibly. Because the cleaning cupboards don't need to be big. But do you know what? We'll think about all that kind of stuff next time out. I think today we've done okay. I mean, yeah, we've had to wait around a little bit, to get some money in. And then we went to the bank and said, yep, there we go. Oh, hang on a minute. Bed required for examination CT is occupied. What? What do you mean CT? CT... I'm very confused. Bed required for examination CT? Kate Allen, I'm confused. Hang on, are you waiting to go and see the CT scanner? Well, I mean, they've gone. They've gone home now. They've gone home. It's almost midnight. We don't operate the CT scanners that late. You might possibly have to wait for a bit, Kate Allen. Wait until the morning, it's fine. But yeah, we have done quite a lot of stuff, and that was very expensive. But they're proving to be really, really valuable pieces of kit. They're very good indeed. Lots of people making use of those. I think maybe next time we could either look at getting those in. So we are going to have to do a little bit of foundation building. But then if we do get that in, if we get in a CAG room and a cardiography unit and a sonography unit, that's it. That is radiology complete. Complete and sorted and finished, and that's really good. That means we have one finished department with everything in. I mean, we could put in a cleaning closet at the end there just to keep this department a bit clean as well, and maybe they'll go over there and help out. But yeah, we could do that as well. That would be very handy. So that's one alternative. Or we could look at getting an intensive care unit set up, and I'm thinking if we were going to have one of those, we'd have it sort of over here. So that's hospitalisation, and that's the intensive care unit. So they'd kind of come round here. I don't quite know how they do it. They come through those doors, possibly. We might have to make a few changes to here, but it's fine. But come through here, along here, up that corridor, and then round this corner, and then maybe over here, we could have ourselves another on-call room and a nurse's station and the intensive care unit thing and a cleaning closet, because I imagine that's going to get quite messy in there. And then, yeah, we'll put a restroom around there as well, and maybe even an elevator around here, just because we need one, because I'm going to forget them and it's going to be annoying when we go up a floor. So, yeah, I think maybe that's something we could think about doing as well. I'm not entirely sure what the best option is. Although if we do this one, that does mean that we actually complete our goal here. And then we can have ambulances. And that's quite exciting because then we can get dramatic stuff happening and we might see a little bit more action going on down here. Because right now, it's a bit sedate over in hospitalisation in emergency land. It's, quite quiet and peaceful. So maybe the ambulances would help sort of, give it a little bit of life and spark things up around here. But yeah, we'll ponder all that kind of stuff next time out, because I think, we'll finish up for now, come back next time and just see how we get on. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Project Hospital. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
Everyone loves barbecued rat. My compliments to the chef. I don't think he did much. He literally stuck a stick up the rat's bottom and put it on a fire. Shrieking weird ladies in the water, probably not a good thing. The heroes offer a decisive solution to all the woman's riddles by shoving her off the bridge. Yay! Yay for the chiseled stick!